on page 2 of the agenda, under award bid, it is a sheriff, bid number 2851, full body scanner. Only vendor that met all the specifications is Proactive Technology Solutions at $208,058.16, which includes a 2-year warranty period and option 1, computer workstation installed at the booking station. Major Arnold gave you some information on that, why they picked the vendor, which he was the highest vendor out of 3. And, but it's the only one according to him that met specifications, so.
I will move to award the bid number 2851, full body scanner as requested by the sheriff.
Second.
We have a motion and a second then to adopt the resolution to award the bid for the acquisition of the full body scanner. Major Arnold, you want to give us the background of this and why they were selected and what their need and use will be and so forth and so on?
Yes, sir. The sheriff apologizes for not being here. He would like to have been here, but we had a homicide this morning. And thank goodness they caught the perpetrator here recently, Guernsey County. Yeah, it happened really this morning on 12th Street at nursing home. He's doing a press release now as I speak. He just caught him probably within the last hour. Looking into this full body scanner, there were several companies that submitted bids.
Do you have a body scanner now?
No, sir.
Or not?
The only thing we have is a walk-through metal detector like you have downstairs.
Okay, so the use would be in booking?
This would be placed in booking, and what it is, it's an X-ray scanner like you would see at a medical facility. Technically, it does the same thing as a medical device or a dental device when you get your teeth X-rayed. So what it does is you're on a platform, and it moves and it scans you with a beam wave scan, and it looks for any anomalies such as organic or metal objects that are not supposed to be in a body. So looking at body cavities, it actually scans you from head to toe, looking for anything that could be on that person. Over the years, we've had, of course, instances where people have smuggled illegal substances in body cavities, unknown that we can't find it, because even if you do a strip search, you can't find it. And the only way you can do a body cavity search is you have to have probable cause, and then you have to go get a warrant. Makes it, unless you know it's there. So that's why they're hiding that stuff now. Body scanners right now are in Cuyahoga County Jail as well as Hamilton County Jail. Well, looking at this, I did some research, and I found where, on my letter where I asked, that this be approved, where SecurePass was the only machine that actually passed all the elements of a recent survey done by the Department of Justice. So it detected stuff inside a person's body, where other machines did not. Some of the machines are really new to the market, like they're kind of like copying SecurePass, and they're not as good as a piece of equipment. For instance, a platform on some of the other machines, it moves by a belt. Ours that we selected moves by a screw mechanism. We're ready to hold 660 pounds in that platform. So the adjustment rate or failure rate would be probably nil to none. The X-ray generator creates heat. The one we're looking at is a oil-cooled X-ray generator. The other machines, one's a water-cooled, the other one's an air-cooled. I talked to Todd Craig. He is the chief of the technology office for the Federal Bureau of Prisons. And I said, well, what was the deal breaker on your picking SecurePass? And he shared with me, he said SecurePass has the best software to detect the item in the person's body. He said it's clear, it's more discernible, so it's easier for the officer to detect it. He also said when they did their study, they got with the Federal Bureau of Prisons, and they actually got certified substances and placed them on their bodies and had all these machines scanned in the same way. He said SecurePass detected every single time. So there's that good reliability. SecurePass is in all Federal Bureau of Prisons, every one of them. They're in over 200 locations. That company has more locations than the other two companies combined. The company I also selected is because they're from Dublin, Ohio. They have a local presence here in Ohio. They can service the machines much quicker. As a matter of fact, the company here in Ohio services their competitor's machine because of the lack of poor support that they provide down in Kentucky. So it's a combination of like everything. They just have, it's just like they're like the 5-star. And when you look at the other ones, you start getting 3-star, 1-star. They're more tarnished. They don't have the experience. They don't have the support network. Secure Pass has just got everything and everything that we need.
Questions for Major Arnold?
I take it this has all been run by the prosecutor's office, and I mean, they're obviously legal in Ohio.
Right.
Right, I mean,
Yeah.
because I see that there was some legal challenges.
Right, in the Southern District of New York, Secure Pass, as well as the New York City Department of Corrections was sued because of the scanner. Well, the federal district court threw the thing out because they said, you're getting more sunlight if you're outside for an X amount of hours versus that scanner. So it had no merit, so they threw it out. And what I was trying to show there was the fact that here's something that was already proven in federal court and has passed that threshold. Just like the Intertech certification. Here's a nationally recognized independent laboratory that this company went out and got their machine certified. It says it does all the things that they say it does. One of the things also I put in there was from one of the competitors. They put a machine down in Tennessee. The Tennessee Health Department came in and inspected it, shut it down immediately. It says you can't use it until you get all these deficiencies, which was 11 of them, corrected. And the last thing that I knew when I looked at the article, which was July of this year, they said that they still haven't got it up and running yet.
What is the lifespan of this equipment?
I honestly don't know. I didn't ask that. I think as long as you're supporting it, it's good for, well, the scanner itself, it will do 4,500,000 images. That's what the machine's rated at doing, and that's a lot of images. You know, you're looking at probably only us doing maybe 10,000 a year. So there's a pretty good lot. I would say just from that right there, it should be a good lifespan.
Is there a maintenance agreement then with this, or?
Yes, sir, it's for 2 years.
Okay, that's included in the purchase price of the warranty.
Yes.
And then after that, do we know what that maintenance agreement is?
I'll be about 13,000 a year.
Okay, 13.
And that's up to 5 years?
Well, to do it would be 13,000 a year, and it'd be, you know, we could, you know, next year we can, you know, ask them if we wanted a longer warranty period.
And you do say the company's here in Ohio?
Yeah, Dublin, Ohio.
And you had 1 or 2 other submittals, is that correct?
Right, Hamilton County's had one for a couple of years now. Cuyahoga County's had one for about a year.
No, that's not what I mean.
I'm sorry.
No, you had some other.
2 other bidders.
2 other bidders.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
One was OD Security. Their company's out of the Netherlands. And then you have Adani. They're out of, their headquarters here in Maryland, the distributor is, but their company's, their product's made in Belarusia. And what happened was Canon had approached Adani. Adani technically is the parent company. They went and bought their product, brought it in, certified it, relabeled it, put new software in it, and put it to where it would be compliant to the United States market. Originally, Adani was used in the South African diamond mines to scan the workers leaving their employers, you know, mine, make sure they weren't ingesting diamonds or putting them on their person. Well, the radiation that was emitted was higher than the federal regulation would allow, the ANSI regulation. So Canon had bought the product because they thought it was a good idea due to, we can't do strip searches on people in the United States until recently. The Supreme Court ruled just 2 years ago. But they brought the product in and they enhanced the product and made a much better product out of it. So they put all the research and development in to bring it into the United States. And that's why it's in so many places. These other companies are just coming in behind them, you know, like piggybacking on their success story. But they're cutting their quality of their product by, you know, the water-cooled, air-cooled versus oil, the platform being belt-driven versus screw-driven, other things like that. These kind of just, you know, when it just like adds up, you know, it's like when you go out there, you know, are you gonna buy a Chevy Impala versus a Biscayne? you want that little better level because, or like a Yugo. Go there buy a Chevy, but they want to give you a Yugo. Does the same thing, transportation, but doesn't do as good. This has stood the test of time on federal studies and everything else. So I just, when I looked at it and then all the bid specs and everything, I couldn't find anything negative about Secure Pass, nothing at all.
So how long, if it were to be ordered, how long would it take? I mean, when would they install it and how long would it take to install it?
I haven't discussed that particular, but originally when we talked to them, they said they could probably get it in within 15 days, but I don't know what their inventory is right now. Also, it just plugs into the wall on a 120 circuit, so it's not like you have to put a big dedicated circuit or anything like that.
You mentioned something too when you were just out in the hall about checking references and how responsive or lack
Yes.
of response.
You know, I said each company was required to put 3 references into their bid. So I took the 3 top references each one of them gave, and I sent them all an email. And I did it in chronological order, right down the line, all at the same time. They're 2 minutes apart, and they asked all the same question, which is on that one letter that I gave you. Secure Pass references responded within 48 hours, all 3 of them, and they answered every one of those questions right online. OD Security, I had 1 person respond. Danny, nobody responded. And the gentleman from Danny was kind of shocked that they didn't do that, and he said, well, I don't have any control of that. I said, well, sir, to me it speaks volumes that these other people are willing to talk about the product, and your references are not. I said, so, and that's why I came to this conclusion. As far as I'm concerned, it's the best product there is, and it will, in the long run, I think it will be saving us money, saving us headache. It will be working. It will be doing its job.
What were the other 2 bids?
Yes.
Origin?
Yes, the no bidder was $118,750, and a Danny was $133,995. Ashley Proactive was $249, but we took this 3rd, 4th, and 5th year out of it. So what you're comparing now is you're comparing $208,058 that we're going to award, if we award it, to OD Security of $118,750, which they don't mean anything. And then O'Danny would compare it to $111, $490, because I'm taking the 3rd, 4th, and year out of it. It's going to be apples.
Apples to apples.
But they don't meet the specifications.
How long have they been in business?
October 2009 is when Canon brought the product online.
The Secure Pass?
Yes. It's recent technology. And in 2010, they had their product certified by Intertech.
So now, you gonna walk everybody through it, or visitors and?
No, sir. It'll be just people who are booked and are going to be staying in jail before they go into the general housing.
Can we send Burnaby on for?
I
You knew that was coming.
We wanna make sure the 8th
Yeah,
Ward is
well, I
here.
wanna make sure he's not taking anything out of the county.
Cans, paper clips.
When he leaves,
You know,
that's
they can
yeah.
buy their own stuff.
When he leaves, we'll run him.
Because they're pretty hard up over there.
Shouldn't Burnaby be the first person scanned?
I was
On the
thinking-
way out the door.
Way out, yeah.
I wouldn't even dream of taking that.
you know what, and all those pens,
All those
yeah.
pens.
Oh,
Pens.
Glasses. I'm gonna take the
You know,
over.
then it always brings you back to the jerk. Right? I mean, not because I'm leaving, I'm not taking anything with me other than this gavel.
Yeah.
And that chair. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, any other relevant conversation? Deteriorated again because of you. We have
We
a
got 3
motion,
weeks to go.
we have a motion and second. Any other discussion?
I'm good.
I think you've made a very compelling case to buy the best piece of equipment and the piece of equipment.
Thank you, sir.
It appears that it's been selected obviously by, many other prison systems and so forth. We have a motion and second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And just
Thank you.
next time, just get this to us earlier if you could.
Yeah.
Well, I was working on that at 5:30 last night.
Okay.